Hello Madridistas and welcome to today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Starting on today's agenda, we are going to be talking about Real Madrid captain Nacho Fernandez as the Spanish Giants become pessimistic about the veteran's ability for the El Clasico due to suspension after a red card against Girona. Shortly after that, we will turn our attention somewhere else as Real Madrid reportedly backtracked their statement to dismiss youth coach assistant Adrian Diaz over a thank you letter he sent to FC Barcelona, including stating that Barcelona is the club of his dream and the club of his life. But before we talk detailedly on that, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us so you do not miss on our next update. It is becoming increasingly unlikely that Real Madrid captain Nacho Fernandez's 3-game ban will be reduced to 2, meaning that if the verdict stays, he will miss the upcoming El Clasico against FC Barcelona away from home, reports RS. The Real Madrid captain received a red card for a particularly forceful tackle on Girona winger Porto during the 93rd minute of the match between the two teams over a week ago. Now, it must be noted that there was absolutely no necessity of the challenge, mostly because the game outcome had already been determined, with Real Madrid leading 3-0 on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, the challenge was misjudged, resulting in the opposing player needing to be stretched off the field and subsequently hospitalized. This incident has led to a 3-game ban suspension for Nacho, which is the maximum penalties prescribed in the league guidelines. Despite knowing that the verdict will not be revised, Real Madrid have taken this case to the appeal committee in an effort to reduce the suspension from 3 penalty games to a minimum of 2. The first game of suspension has already been served against Osasuna, with the next scheduled against Sevilla. The primary aim is to ensure the players' availability for the El Clasico, especially given David Alaba's ongoing injury concern and uncertainty about his fitness for the fixture. A few days after the incident happened against Girona, the team released a medical statement outlining 2 distinct health issues for Porto. First, the bone affecting the right ankle, and second, a rupture of the left gluteal aponeurosis. While the report did have exact specifications, it did not specify an expected return period. Nonetheless, it does not underscore the possibilities of Nacho facing an extended suspension, given that his actions have sidelined a fellow professional for an indeterminate period. As it turns out, Porto returned to action in no time, and he was called up in the matchday squad when Girona faced Cadiz, although he did not play. Despite how the situation has panned out, Madrid are pessimistic about the possibility of a reduction in the sanction and are operating under the assumption that he will not participate for the El Clasico. So, having said that, we are going to turn our attention elsewhere as we'll be talking about Real Madrid youth coach and the alleged thank you letter he sent to FC Barcelona. Real Madrid juvenile C assistant coach Adrian Diaz was in the headlines last week for reportedly being close to losing his job. The club administration was unhappy with the letter of gratitude he penned for FC Barcelona in 2019 when the club supported him during some difficult moments during his tenure in the Catalonia. He called Barcelona the club of his dreams and life as part of the letter, prompting Real Madrid to axe him from his post immediately. Now, according to report from George Picon, Real Madrid are backing down from their initial decision. They will retain Adrian Diaz in position despite informing him of his dismal letter last week. The decision to revert their stance was taken at a meeting today at Valdebebas, keeping in mind the violent response from the public. After all, the coach's intention has always been to stay with the Merengues, and the letter is a matter of the past. The report goes on to add that the assistant coach of the juvenile C side had come to terms with his axing from the position without much fuss. Diaz went as far as to find his next professional job in Spain and was even close to joining Leganés, where he would take over as the director of the academy. In fact, he was not even present at the team's game on Saturday, having received information of his sacking. Real Madrid's decision to revert their decision is for the best. After all, the assistant coach cannot be blamed for penning a letter to the Catalan Institute after they supported him when his mother was battling cancer. If anything, such a move would only attract negative publicity for Los Blancos, who have always been a family first and a sporting institute later. So having said that, we have come to the end of today's interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you next time, and Hala Madrid to us all.